civic issues, launches city beautification drive. Greater Shillong water supply restored. Government orders probe into pipeline burst and JJM funds to release by January. Meghalaya observes 85th death anniversary of Soso Tham. Governor suggests birth anniversary commemoration. Lok Sabha passes Viksit Bharat Rozgar Bill 2025. Centre state funding at 60 to 40, 90 to 10 for Northeast. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses India-Oman Business Forum, hails CEPA as milestone in bilateral ties. The news in detail, and first we begin with the local news. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma on Wednesday met with Rangba Shnong from various localities of Shillong and nearby areas to review civic issues including water scarcity, poor roads, drainage and street lighting. Assuring step-by-step development, the Chief Minister said departments are working to address public concerns. He announced plans to remove dysfunctional overhead wires, expand CCTV coverage to over 40 localities and improve water supply, including emergency tanker services. The CM also launched the City Beautification Drive by distributing checks to local heads and symbolically painting a boundary wall at Mauro.
This is part of Paint My City campaign, where we are encouraging localities to come together and ensure that boundary walls, homes, sidewalks in different areas are painted so that all our cities and towns look beautiful and clean. And this can only happen with the participation of the communities and the people.
Normal water supply under the Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme has resumed by Thursday after repairs to a major pipeline burst beneath a newly built NHIDCL road. PHE Minister Marquis N. Marak announced a government-level inquiry to fix accountability, citing coordination gaps during highway construction. Meanwhile, the minister also said over 700 crore rupees in pending Jal Jeevan Mission funds are expected to be released by January, clarifying that the temporary delay is due to the performance issues in other states, not Meghalaya.
This happened actually, inside the NHIDCL constructed road, newly constructed road, and the leakage was well inside the new constructed NHIDCL road. And it was very difficult to excavate to the point where the pipe is laid. So therefore, the department has no other option but to go for a alternative line. And department has gone for the alternative line. Work is up to the mark. Everything is online here in Meghalaya. We have completed around 83 plus percentage in Meghalaya.
Meghalaya, which remains below the national average in LPG coverage, is intensifying efforts to provide clean cooking fuel under Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana PMUY 3.0, targeting nearly 1 lakh households still outside the LPG network. Principal Secretary Praveen Bakshi said LPG coverage stands at 73.5%, below the national average, with active usage at about 69%. Meanwhile, Director of the Food and Civil Supplies Department, Saloni Verma, has urged eligible families to apply early, noting simplified procedures and a national cap on new connections, while calling on the media to help spread awareness across rural and remote areas.
Latest tranche of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana PMUY 3.0 envisages release of 25 lakh LPG connections nationally, and in this the beneficiaries will receive free LPG connection, which includes deposit-free cylinder and pressure regulator, Suraksha hose, DGCC, which is the short form for Domestic Gas Consumer Card.
It's actually a huge blessing for households, for our women who inhale those toxic fumes. Then they will develop respiratory diseases. Then they have to go to the hospital. The out-of-pocket expenditure will take up all the money of the family,
The Department of Arts and Culture today observed the 85th death anniversary of renowned Khasi literature Soso Tham at the Soso Tham Auditorium in Shillong. Governor C.H. Vijay Shankar, along with Arts and Culture Minister Sanbor Shilai and other dignitaries, laid a wreath at his bust. Governor C.H. Vijay Shankar paid tribute to Tham's literary legacy and suggested celebrating his birth anniversary instead, a proposal to be placed before the cabinet. Arts and Culture Minister Sanbor Shilai announced that a bronze statue of Soso Tham will be installed at the State Central Library, highlighting his celebrated work, Kadui Taraksiar. The governor also felicitated members of Soso Tham's family and competition participants.
This is the time, this is the opportunity, this is the occasion to recall ourselves, our memories, and our history. Our cultural history, our social background, our spiritual background, and our forefathers' commitment.
Through this genius and creativity, he produced some of the finest classics in Khasi literature, such as Kadui Taraksiar. When I was in school, we used to read Kadui Taraksiar.
The Khasi Students' Union Central Executive Committee, in collaboration with the KSU Maulai Circle and the KSU Nehu Unit, today unveiled a full-length statue of Milung Soso Tham at Nehu Central Library premises to mark his 85th death anniversary. The statue was unveiled by NESO Chairman Samuel Jarwa in the presence of KSU President Lambok Starwell Marngar, Nehu faculty and members of the Tham family, honoring Soso Tham's enduring contribution to Khasi literature and culture.
Kikintian jemu gelasa man shongdor bersong sebai hapo kijing mur kijing perkat jeng. Nabi kiporo menshwa habadan kijing ere kidan gi jing kun teng hidup mensin. Andai haba nhiều ý cái chính phủ dùng bút lông số tham tại bên xiên này mà nghiêm đây vật sang nghe nghiêm đây bằng tiền nghiêm đây bằng rệt rồi những ní chắc mặn bằng nheng bằng nhà này đến bắt hari bắt cái chạy bằng rệt.
The Meghalaya Commercial Truck Owners and Drivers Association yesterday held a follow-up meeting with cement plant companies in East Giant Hills to resolve ongoing truck loading concerns. Representatives of 15 cement companies and over 50 MCTODA members attended the 2-hour-long meeting. The association raised issues of underloading, limited truck allocation and demanded fair wages for drivers as per labour laws. Load limits were clarified and accepted by companies, while MCTODA appealed for discipline among members and warned against any form of violence.
Loading point ke long ne ba ngilas nang na du si tarik ta hadu mentah resmi ngilas nang menpai kali ke jongi hendrai kampat poi hadu kata kemak ke bangila bo sau peu kali kumangila pan kumbaka government kala ai cispa arpeu sau peu yangi bat pra peu chakiwai te ngi pat hadu mentah ngi dang yo tang kan nyeo ne khat pra te na kata kadau ngi menengi kren sani yakne
As part of Christmas and New Year celebrations, the Nongpoh Christmas Committee yesterday inaugurated the nativity scene of infant Jesus, along with festive decorations across Nongpoh town this evening. The nativity scene and town decorations was inaugurated by Nongpoh MLA Meral Bonds Aim, along with other leaders and dignitaries. Youths, women and elders actively participated in the program, during which blankets were also distributed to several households. Leaders extended Christmas and New Year greetings, calling for peace, love and unity during the festive season.
Compare kajing rakhe ya ka Christmas lang ilong baruspa ilong gibaduk ilong gibakumno kumno compare kabakong san kedika mensim kajungi simet tika temple kabakong san tam kajing im jungi gibriu kedika kadok nut kajungi simet.
From the heart of Shillong's once overflowing Martel landfill emerges a story of great dignity and transformation. A group of women, once informal waste pickers, are today leading a people-driven movement in sustainable waste management. They are the Lioness Camp self-help group, fondly known as the Merry Maidens of Shillong. Here's a report.
And in 2015, when women working individually under harsh conditions at the Martin landfill were brought together by the Urban Affairs Department to form a self-help group. What started as a modest effort has today grown into a well-organized waste recovery center with nearly 30 women members.
Aman ki event ngi don ban te kajimuto ngi sidon manglayo biang kan kador sini ayo Kajing ada kani municipal kala I free check up yani I RC system.
Today the Merry Maidens manage waste from public and private events across Shillong. The collected waste is brought to the Martin where it is scientifically segregated. Using indigenous methods, the group produces certified compost and recycles usable materials, strengthening the local circular economy while promoting eco-friendly practices. With continuous training and technical support, the women have turned a stigmatized occupation into a respected livelihood. Their professionalism has earned praise from organizations that have engaged them for even waste management, while also encouraging citizens to practice waste segregation at source.
And we've been engaging the self-help group named Lioness Camp SSG in events for waste management, and we do on-spot waste management and waste audit. With their help by engaging them in these events, we could deliver a good results to the organizing team, as they have hired us for this waste management. And they were the Lioness Camp SSG as a group.
The impact of these grassroots efforts has drawn appreciation from the state government. Deputy Chief Minister and Urban Affairs Minister Snyao Phalanthar acknowledged the role of SHGs in keeping Shillong clean.
You see, this is actually, I'm very thankful for them, to all the localities especially, because we have done awareness program from the department and they are very, very cooperative, and we are very thankful for all those locals who are really be a part of the city to maintain its thing. And then we have put so many center like a recovering center with a small unit of the new machinery. So mostly now, especially we request them also to segregate the biodegradable and non-biodegradable, and they have done it.
Looking ahead, the government plans a scientific landfill at Nonghali with public consultations completed and land rate negotiations underway. Similar facilities are also proposed in other districts. As Shillong moves towards a cleaner and greener future, the Merry Maidens of Shillong stand as a powerful symbol of grassroots change, proving that with empowerment and policy support, waste can become a resource and dignity a way of life. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
Now we move on to the regional news. Repolling for Panchayat and municipal elections was conducted peacefully today in 4 districts of Arunachal Pradesh from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., with no untoward incidents reported. State Election Commissioner Rinchin Tashi said voting took place at 7 polling stations across Bichom, Kamle, Namsai and Tirap districts. Polling saw strong participation with voter turnout ranging from nearly 68% to over 86% at different locations.
The total voters is 340, out of which 231 voters have cast their vote. So the percentage of the voting is 67.94. Similarly, in Kamle, under 6 Rotom Jila Parishad constituency, under Rotom Forest Camp polling stations, there are 222 total voters, out of which 171 have exercised their votes. So totaling the percentage is 77.03%.
Moving ahead with the national news. The Lok Sabha has passed the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin Bill 2025, replacing the 2005 MGNREGA Act. The law guarantees 125 days of wage employment annually to rural households volunteering for unskilled work and integrates modern technology for planning, monitoring and transparency. The fund sharing pattern will be 60 to 40 for most states and 90 to 10 for northeastern and Himalayan states, with states continuing to provide unemployment allowances. All works will be included in the Viksit Bharat National Rural Infrastructure Stack. Union Rural Development Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan highlighted that over 8.53 lakh crore rupees has been spent under MGNREGA, generating 3,210 crore mandates of employment.
लगातार रात के 1:30 बजे तक इस विषय पर हमने माननीय सदस्यों के विचार सुने। अब जवाब देना मेरा अधिकार है माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय। मैं आपसे संरक्षण चाहता हूं। मैंने रात के 1:30 बजे तक माननीय सदस्यों की बात सुनी है और माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय अपनी बात सुना देना और फिर जवाब ना सुनना, ये लोकतांत्रिक परंपराओं को तार-तार करना है, संविधान की धज्जियां उड़ाना है।
Now for the international news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed the India-Oman Business Forum in Muscat, highlighting India's economic reforms over the last 11 years and calling the India-Oman Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement a landmark for bilateral cooperation. He underlined the deep historical ties between the two nations as they mark 70 years of diplomatic relations. The Prime Minister is on a 2-day visit to Oman, the final leg of his 3-nation tour after Jordan and Ethiopia.
कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव इकोनॉमिक पार्टनरशिप एग्रीमेंट यानी सीपा हमारी पार्टनरशिप को 21st सेंचुरी में नया विश्वास, नई ऊर्जा से भर देगा। ये हमारे साझा भविष्य का ब्लूप्रिंट है। ये हमारे ट्रेड को नई गति देगा, इन्वेस्टमेंट को नया भरोसा देगा और हर सेक्टर में अवसरों के नए द्वार खोलेगा।
And now the sports news. Michelle Imley from Shillong has won the Miss India Sports Model 2025 title at the Mr. and Miss India 2025 National Championship held in Chandigarh. Organized by the World Fitness Federation, the event saw top fitness models from across the country compete. Speaking after her return, Michelle credited her success to her mother and trainer, calling the win a result of dedication, discipline and hard work. Her achievement has brought pride to Meghalaya and inspired young athletes across the region.
my coach, he had really supported me from that point of time, and he had really guided me. So he is the only reason like I have came till here and I have won this medal. He is the only reason. I would only tell that like he is the main supporter of my journey. My only advice would be like just stay focused and be confident about yourself.
The Meghalaya Football Association has announced its squad for the Santosh Trophy 2025-26 preliminary round, with Hardy Cliff Nombri named captain and Klangpurkhat Seemle as head coach. Shillong will host Group E, featuring Meghalaya, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh, with all matches at the SSA Stadium Polo. Meghalaya opens its campaign against Sikkim on December 19 at 4 p.m. With only group winners advancing, every match will be crucial in the intense preliminaries. Now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. The minimum temperature was recorded at 13 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 72%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature 7 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 20 degrees Celsius with humidity 64%. Meanwhile, in Jawai, the minimum temperature 7 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature 20 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 67%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jawai says dry weather is most likely to occur. And now, before we end the news, the headlines once again. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma reviews Shillong civic issues, launches city beautification drive. Greater Shillong water supply restored, government orders probe into pipeline burst and JJM funds to release by January. Meghalaya observes 85th death anniversary of Soso Tham. Governor suggests birth anniversary commemoration. Lok Sabha passes Viksit Bharat Rozgar Bill 2025. Centre state funding at 60 to 40, 90 to 10 for Northeast. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses India-Oman Business Forum, hails CEPA as milestone in bilateral ties. Well, viewers, with that, we have come to the end of a news bulletin. Until we meet again tomorrow at the same time, same channel, thank you for watching and good night.